DJDUBL.
So, I guess, if we were going to do this 10 years ago, would I be introducing you as Young R right now?
You done your research. Hey, yeah, Young R, man, that was the name before Romzy, but 10 years later we're here, man. Romzy.
Yeah.
The new name.
I've been saying pretty much to everyone that I've been sitting down with, it's a long time in the making. Obviously, we started talking about this a while ago.
Yeah.
And then now the EP's here, so it's like, yeah, let's do it around the EP time.
Yes, man, 100%.
How's the last year been for you?
It's not been too bad because I feel like my way of kind of getting away from just kind of going insane, staying in my house, is being here. Like, as we said off camera, I was explaining to you, like, this is my way of, this is the closest I'm going to get to feeling on stage. So, like, being here, recording, vibing with the man them and just experimenting different sounds and whatnot. Yeah, man, this makes me feel like I'm in a different world, so I try to come here as much as possible. But other than that, brother, if I'm at home, oh my days, not the one, trust me. I feel I like being outside a lot, so coming here is my go-to place.
Other than like live shows and stuff, have you readjusted the direction you were going in?
Yeah, 100%, and also music, because it's like certain stuff I aimed to release that would have probably been out by now, I'm kind of holding back on them because obviously the way everyone's consuming music at the moment isn't the same as it was before the lockdown. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, obviously you got radio here and there, but it's like, I just love being on stage and actually interacting with the fans, and that's my way of reaching out to the people. So I feel like certain singles and other projects and whatnot, I've kind of had to hold back on just for the sake of how everyone's consuming music at the moment, and I just don't want certain tracks to just go over people's heads and they don't really take it in the way I hoped for them to take it in. So yeah, other than that, yeah, nothing else really, just that. Really. Yeah.
So you're holding on. You're holding on.
Yeah, to the strong ones.
I think so many people are. You know, when everything opens up, you know, the levels that the UK music is going to be at, it's gonna be wild.
Wild, crazy, my bro.
Looking into you and like your journey,
yeah,
I clocked you've been doing this for like 10 years, bro.
Since my barled and all sorts.
Yeah. So how old are you now? You're like 20.
I'm 19.
19.
Yeah, 19.
So this is the thing. I've found the video of you from almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it really is like you're a decade deep.
Yeah.
And there's you did Squad It Up.
Yeah, that was like my
when you were like 14.
Yeah, that was like my breakthrough tune in terms of like people getting to know who I was, and then obviously Bottles Get Pop come along, and that was what got me into the industry. But Squad It Up was like my first proper single video, everything.
So like, when did you start actually recording music as a rapper? Because everybody goes through the stage where it's like we're mucking about in the playground and we're just cussing someone's mum in the bars and doing this and that, like barring at each other.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that from very early you were confident in front of a camera and doing music videos.
Of course.
When did that happen, that moment where you're like, no, I'm going to be a rapper?
I don't want to sound too cliche because I know this gets said a lot, but obviously before I was doing music I was playing football.
Right.
I'm not going to go down the path of none of that. I'm not, get me, I don't want to do the whole cliche thing, but no, it was more, not even a knee injury thing, it was more of a kind of grown decision from young, I would say. Like, one day I just turned to my coach and just said, you know what, like, I like football, but I don't think this is for me. And then obviously he was just like, whatever you do, I'm going to support you anyway, but he was just basically kind of telling me, you know, your heart's in football, this and that. And then, yeah, like, one day I just said, like, yeah, no, that's it. And then I just turned to music. And then from there, I never looked back. I swear down, like, that was it. I just kind of made, because I was kind of grown from young, because I didn't really tend to hang around people my age. So I was proper grown from young. Like, even certain things, like, I was saying how I would move, and like even till now people don't think I'm 19 just because of the way I move. So yeah, man, it was just more of making a grown decision when I was young, and then just never looking back, and here we are today, man.
So what was that, like older brothers that you were around, or do you have older brothers?
One older brother. Yeah, I got one older brother, but it was more like it's the man them on the ends, innit?
Right.
being around the man on the ends and just seeing different stuff and just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of seeing stuff you're not supposed to when you're young, but being an outside baby, you get me? Yeah, I just became grown from early, like proper grown, and then yeah, man.
It's interesting to see the evolution of you, like the over the years how you've changed. In fact, there's a video that I found called "The Evolution of Romzy." Have you seen it?
Yeah, imagine one of my one you I went to school with, primary school with. He just had a channel and he just made it. Right. And just put it up, and then
it goes through like every year.
Yeah,
like
when I saw, I was like raw. Like it actually makes you realize I've proper come a long way, even in terms of my voice, how I used to sound. Like you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
before your voice,
my voice to be squeaky, but yeah, man, it's all part of the process, and I like seeing things like that, man. It just kind of just make sure I stay humble, kind of thing. Just make sure I stay humble and. It realize raw man's really come a long way. It may not look like it because obviously I'm not where I want to be yet, but at the same time it makes you realize raw man's really been doing this thing for a hot minute. So I like seeing stuff like that, and even people just going out their way to make a video like that is a blessing. So yeah, big up Jay. I think Jaden, big up Jaden, man. That one there was proper.
There was another video I found where you're super young, probably like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And bar into the camera, but the flow's actually sick. Like it's not, do you know what I mean? Like you're good now, but it's even then the talent was there.
Was that the one where I was in front of the brick wall?
Possibly.
Yeah, that
I watched a few, I'm not gonna lie.
Even
so
that one, I was literally just coming back from training.
Right.
Like I think I'm not sure if you can see it, but I've actually got my football kit under my hoodie, and I just my brethren being around, saying, yo, let's record a one freestyle and then just put it up. Even then, like putting stuff out was just so simple. Just, you know, when you just want to, yo, I got one side, record it, boom, bam, out. Even BB days, was filming that on BB. No proper camera. So my brethren had a BB. We said, yo, shoot this quickly. The video was probably about 2 minutes, if that. And we just put it out on a quick thing.
Just upload it straight from the phone as well, innit? Wow. Those early days, who were you listening to that inspired you to rap? Because the scene then wasn't like it is now. I
was listening to a lot of music on Channel AKA.
Right, okay.
So like there was a lot of grime stuff that would come on the TV, but someone that was kind of close to home that I even look up to now is Gigs.
Right.
He's someone like even in interviews and stuff, he always bigs me up. When I see him, he'll help me up on a proper love thing. So knowing that someone that's literally like just down the road from me, even to where he's got to now, it's just it's so amazing. So yeah, I was watching people like Gigs, but then again, I was like Channel AK. I was watching. One of my favourite tunes that used to come on, I don't even know if you know this one, Darren B, Stand By You.
Bruv.
Yeah, like that was one tune I used to cap for that to come on the TV. Like I was young. I used to just stand in front of the TV. Obviously they would have the Skeptors, the JMEs or whatnot, but I can't lie, when they had like, I don't know if it was like a R&B day or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that ain't rap, that's like a slow jam.
When they had like the UK R&B, Darren B, Stand By You was one of my favourite, even to this day, my favourite rhythm.
Yeah.
Like when I hear that, like that one, there's nostalgia.
Yeah, his vocal range as well is wild.
Yeah, so, Gigs, and I'm trying to, obviously, Skepta, JME, like the Boy Better Know, a lot were doing their thing around them times. A lot of grime, because when I'll be real, when I started out, I wasn't really on rap. It was more grime, like mad skippy flows and stuff like that. So I listened to a lot of grime music, but I always loved my R&B, reggae, soul type of music. So yeah, man.
That's funny you mentioned Darren B, because I've never heard anyone mention it.
No, that was my tune.
I don't know where I got it from. But it's one of them ones that it's in my computer, and when I'm drawing for that kind of slow R&B vocal stuff, like it's in the collection.
100%.
And I don't know where I got it from, where I heard it. I've never heard anyone else play it, and no one's ever mentioned it or referenced it ever. That's amazing that you said that. Do you come from like a musical background?
Yeah,
Is there musical people in the family?
Yeah, my dad. When I was little, I'm a twin as well, by the way.
You're what?
I'm a twin. I got a twin brother.
I did not know that.
Non-identical though.
Not identical.
Non-identical.
Right.
Yeah. So when we was in Jamaica, this was like years and years ago. One time my dad brought me and my brother on stage. Like it was like I think it was like a festival or like a show, something like that, at a beach. Well, young, didn't perform or nothing, but I feel like at this point as well was where my fear of like large crowds just broke.
Right.
And I was just ready from that day on. So he brought me on like I think it was like a reggae show or something like that. He just brought me on stage with me and my brother. There's like a bag of people on the beach, like proper big stage, like proper big, like massive, like festival size stage. And yeah, I think but even then I wasn't really into music as such. Like I used to dance, innit? So I loved the music, but in terms of rapping, my passion for rapping I hadn't explored it around them times. But I feel like when I got on that stage, that's when I was like, raw, I'm ready. Because it's like being in front of so much people at such a young age. I'm thinking you tend to think you're gonna be shy, but knowing me, I was probably grinning teeth and just gassed. Didn't want to come off the stage and all sorts. So yeah, man, that was I come from a very musical background as well. My dad, he would rap. I would see him and his brethren rap in Jamaica all the time.
So your dad was on the stage performing and brought you up for his performance?
He just like plugged in with like probably the owner of the festival.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So he's just part of the industry.
Yeah. Any like event going on, he would get the green light. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. He just.
And what age was that roughly?
4.
Right, okay.
5, yeah, if I'm correct. But yeah, young, proper young.
You being at that age, being put in front of that crowd, probably normalised it for you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, okay, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, literally.
So there's no fear.
Literally that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Did you live in Jamaica for a while?
Yeah, I did. That's funny you said that. I was there for a year and a bit. Went to school out there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was there for like a year and a bit. Young. I was young then as well.
Do you remember a lot about the time there?
I remember like going to one school party, and that was lit.
Right.
That was lit. They was running the tunes around.
Yeah,
They was running the tunes. But in terms of everything else, no, it was kind of like a blur, man. I don't really remember a lot, because like the last time I'd even travelled to Jamaica was years ago.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's a blur for me, man. I don't really remember a lot.
You signed a deal at quite a young age.
Yeah.
So at the time, like, was there anyone in your family or anyone close to you that advised you on the deal? Like, how did you know you were signing a good deal?
My mum, like me, I'm proper close with my mum. I told my mum everything. My management, my lawyer.
Right.
So like even with signing the deal, it took a it took a while, because I wanted to make sure, everything's getting broken down to me.
Yeah.
I know what I'm getting myself into, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, no. Like my team, more or less, was what made me know that cool, what I'm about to get myself into is something good. Like, you got nothing to worry about. I mean, it wasn't something I rushed into. I made sure all the back end stuff was sorted out, and yeah, man, gave it the green light.
From the outside, then, like, bottles get popped, blew up, and then it was like the announcement, like, you're signed now. So to me, that happened quite quick, but by the sounds of things, you're patterned up with management, you've got a lawyer involved. No,
of course.
So talk to me about that. How did you know, what age were you? Like
16.
How did you know to even get a lawyer to look over this stuff?
No, I'll be real, if it was left up to me, I don't think it would have gone down that route. But obviously, like my mum, the first thing, like lawyer up, because obviously you always hear about these stories of like American acts getting signed and then they're just getting ripped off. Like,
bro, it's happening in the UK
as
well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. So it was like my mum said, yo, lawyer up. First thing, lawyer up. My management as well, lawyer up. Like, it wasn't like, that's why I was so happy. It wasn't something man just rushed into, because obviously you're young, innit? Man was 16. But even though I kind of knew a lot, it was like, when you get something told like that, you're just so excited, you're just bang on it. But obviously there was a lot I had learned from getting into a deal that I never knew about music before. So,
okay.
Yeah, no, like my mum, my management, and obviously family as well, just made sure, I lawyered up. I know what I'm getting myself into. I know what this means. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, everyone made sure I was moving correct before I got myself into that.
6 figures, not 4, yeah?
Hey, double nosy stuff still.
Is it true that when you got signed, you then put yourself into education to learn stuff?
I was signed. Obviously, Balls Get Pop was still ringing off, but obviously I was leaving school. And then even after I went college, bro.
Right.
So it was like, I went college. Like, one is my mum and my nan. they always make sure, like, don't let all this music stuff get to your head, like, do you know what I'm saying? So they always told me, yo, like, education first before anything, like, even when stuff's going good, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was still in college, bro. Like, even after bottles get popped and I was like touring and doing shows abroad and whatnot, I was still in college, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
How did you find balancing that? But no, so what were you studying in college first?
Production arts.
Right, because and the reason was because you wanted something that you could just help out with the music, right?
With music, because production arts is more or less like close to staging.
Yeah.
Lights, production. You know, like the production on like the big screen, like how do you call it? Like artwork, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're performing, you got your name in the back. You might have artwork, some like a visualizer or something like that. So ideally, I wanted to study music, like in terms of mix and mastering and stuff like that, but the college I went to never had that as an option, so I thought, what's the closest I can get to? And it was production arts, and that's what I went for.
How did you find balancing the two, like when you were touring and then you've got lectures the next day? And
No, I was alright, man. I was alright. My teacher knew what I was on anyway, so I mean, if you let them know like who you are, what you do, because the last thing I wanted to do is just go college and then no one really knows. Obviously people will find out, but I just spoke to my teacher. I said, yo, there's going to be days when this is going to come up. My attendance was good, I was always in, so I just showed him what I was up to, what I was doing, and then he was like, oh my god, what's he starting my class? So they was with it. They was like holding me up like the trophy boy in the college, so they was behind me, so I was alright, man.
Yeah,
we had no qualms, we was all good.
I've seen they celebrated you quite a lot.
Yeah,
since
a lot,
as well.
a lot. Yeah, man.
Back
they celebrated me a lot, so yeah, I got man. Done their thing.
You mentioned the dancing earlier.
Yeah. And
even now, that's quite evident in your videos. Like, there's always like.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's there. It's subtle, but it's there.
Yeah, I feel like I've lost it a bit, but it's there, small. Like in AA, I didn't even think I could do a pin drop.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Just bust it on a quick thing. But yeah, no, I feel like my dancing. What? I was a little Chris Brown back in the day. What?
Yeah.
MJ, the whole lot. But no, man, I just kind of got rusty in it, I guess. But I bet they're small.
Yeah.
It ain't gone fully. I can bring it out when I want to, but yeah.
So you were 16 and you ended up on the stage at Wireless.
Yeah. Crazy, bro. Oh my days. I remember I was in I stayed behind school because I think like when you this was like exam times, and I think it was like an extra science class or something like that. I'm chilling. Obviously I know they're about to release the lineup. I know I'm on it.
Right.
But everyone else don't know, so I'm chilling. I'm refreshing the website. I'm thinking, yo, man, what's going on? Then I see my name on it. I'm like, oh my days, and I'm showing the man them. They're like, oh my, yo, I big up. That's crazy, bro. This and that. That was crazy because I was in school. Like, I think when they released the lineup, it was probably about between 4 and 5 o'clock times,
right.
And then that come out on the website. I was just there like, yo, like, this is real. I'm all showing everyone in the class. I'm like, yo, like, that was a crazy moment, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, Wireless at 16 was crazy.
So how was it going on the stage? Were you nervous?
No, because obviously before that, my first festival I done was Godiva.
What's that one?
That's like a free festival in Coventry.
Right, okay.
But I don't think they do it anymore because of the violence and... Because where it's a free event, I think the last event they had, the crowd was too big. Well, right. the tent I done, after I done the festival, they done it again. I think this was when J1 was having his breakthrough moment. Right. Obviously J1's the face of Coventry, innit?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They put him on, I think it's Rhythm tent, packed out. I think there was like, that tent only holds probably about, let's just say 3,000 to 4,000 people.
Yeah.
It was like 10,000 people.
Right.
Coming out of the tent. It was all coming out of the tent, and then I think after that they just locked it off.
I think I remember seeing videos about it now. Yeah,
that was crazy. But so after I done Godiva, because I think after I done Godiva, that's what made me know, like, raw, man can really shell a show. Like, there's no play thing. Man can really shell a show.
Yeah.
So what else was breeze, man? Quick, I just ran out on a Shelly thing and just done my thing, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think all of the instances that you've had, so being on stage in Jamaica at 4...
Yeah, all plays a part, 100%, man.
To artist development,
yeah, all plays a part, because even when I first started performing, it was a face to the floor thing, like look up for like a little 5 seconds, back down again. But the more you do it, you get the hang of it. Even rehearsals play a part into molding me into the performer I am today. So yeah, man, it's the little things that count, innit? You may not see it as that in the beginning, but definitely all that like what happened in Jamaica, even just me performing to the mirror in my yard, just on some plating, it all plays a part. Trust me, it all plays a part.
How does it feel for you when somebody pops out of nowhere with like an overnight hit and then charts and then gets all the attention and then signs the deals and all of that? How does it feel to an artist who has spent so long putting it in?
Honestly, as an artist, it's like raw. Like at first, it's like raw. It's just what's going on. But to me, like I've always said, yeah, even like to my management and my family, I'd rather my thing to be a catalogue than just a one tune that just skies off and then there's nothing else left of it. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, when you see, like, to me, I like it that people's coming through and they're doing their thing in it, but it's like, is there longevity in your thing? You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is all about longevity. I don't want to be one person that's just had one rhythm that's bust through and then after that you don't see nothing. Like, as you said, it don't even look like I've been doing music for nearly 10 years. Because I just like doing music, innit? I just like putting out music. I like, you know what I'm saying? I like seeing the fans go crazy. I like performing at shows. So it's like, I don't know, to me, I don't know, man. It just makes me go harder, really. It just makes me go harder and just continue to do what I'm doing, innit? Because it's what got me here in the first place. So I feel like, just don't watch what anyone else is doing. Just stay in your lane and do your thing. Like, I always believe in what they say, your time will come, innit? Whether it takes X amount of years, at least I know when I have my proper breakthrough, there's a mad catalogue of tunes that people can go back to and be like, raw, like, my man's been doing these things. Like, as I said, you done your research. There's people that's probably going to see this interview and be like, raw, my man's probably only got a few tunes out. But when you really look deep into it, man's got back, like, I got a lot of tunes. Like, I was on the phone to my manager the other day, and he was even saying to me, raw, wrong, like, even unreleased stuff is crazy, but even what's out, it's mad.
Yeah.
To me, it don't really feel like it's a lot, because it's like one tune on to the next, you know what I'm saying? You don't even want to think about it too much. But when I really, like even sometimes I just type my name in on YouTube and just be like, raw, man's really been doing my thing for a minute. So
yeah,
it's just happy to see that I'm able to just pursue it, man, and not just be weak-minded and just be like, oh man, this is a long thing, let me just try something else, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man,
it's wild actually how many songs you've got out.
Crazy.
Even yesterday, like, I typed into my software, I use a program called Serato where I DJ from.
Yeah.
I typed into their Romzy. I was even surprised at how many songs I had in the collection there. Do you know what I mean? Man. Like, it's crazy. I feel like you're on the fringe of blowing up. Like, I do feel like you're proper on the edge of it. What do you think will be the tipping point? Have you got any idea? Are you sat on a tune? You know, some artists, sometimes they know, innit? Like,
but do you know what it is? There's tunes I've made, double, where I've been like, no, this one's gonna sky off. But it's like, it don't necessarily disappoint you when it's out, but it's like, it doesn't do what you want it to do. Right. So I've kind of gone past that stage of saying, you know what, this one's the one, man. As of now, I just make music, and what it does, because there's a lot of the times I used to be like, bro, this one's gonna do the mad thing, and then it comes out, it does all right, but it doesn't do what I want it to do. So now I'm at the stage where I'm just putting music out, and just, you know what I'm saying, if it does the mad thing, it does the mad thing. I'm just putting it out. So I think, yeah, man, that whole I mean, they do say, you know, when you've got a hit in it, because obviously when you put a preview up and it's going crazy, but I just feel like until that time comes, I'm just gonna carry on slapping bangers after bangers out in it, and when my time comes, innit?
I think that's a great attitude, because it means you can stay enjoying the process.
Yeah, man, you don't want it to be like, oh, this one's got a sky off. If this don't sky off, then oh man, won this. It's like, bro, just put music out. As I said, I want longevity in this thing. I don't want, even when I have that tune that does the mad thing, there's another bag of tunes they can run back to and be like, raw, how did I not know about this? And then before you know it, another tune's blowing up, and then another tune's blowing up, and there's just a bag of them that people ain't took in. They're like, raw, my man's been on his ting, like, raw, like, you know what I mean? So when it happens, man. I'm not really fixated on just making one tune to just sky off. It's like, when it happens, it's like, cool, it's gonna be like, finally they're taking me in. But at the same time, it's just my love for putting music out, innit? I just want to carry on putting music out and just please the fans, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, keep them happy. So it's like, even right now I've been a bit quiet, but we're back, man.
Loading, bro.
We've
been loading to drop the tape.
We've been loading to drop the tape. The tape out now. Make sure you lot go grab that. But yeah, man, I've gone past that stage of just saying, yeah, like, this one's got a sky off, this one's got a sky off. It's just like, bro, just put it out. Whatever it does, innit? I'm just happy music is out. That's it. I record a lot, and I'm one artist, I take ages to put music out. I don't know what it is. It's just something and it's something I've kind of grown into as well, because I record a lot, and I preview a lot of tunes, and the fans are like, yo, when you dropping this? I'm like, what's going on? And they don't come out till probably like 3 months later. So right now, I'm just trying to record and bang them out, man. But hold back the special ones as well. You know,
wait until everything opens again before you let them
go. The special ones, trust me.
What's been the biggest challenge for you?
I don't know, Double, you know. I actually don't know. Biggest challenge.
That's probably a great thing. If you can't think of one, I think that's an amazing thing, bruv.
I don't know if you've heard the Y1C tape, but there was a track called Pain, where I basically talk about how I could have nearly lost my life. That was like the biggest challenge. Other than that, nothing really. But yeah, that was one of the biggest challenges. That was I can't remember what month that was, but yeah, the track, I basically talking about the whole scenario and whatnot. But yeah, that was like one of the biggest challenges, like nearly losing my life. And yeah, but other than that,
what was the challenge about it? Like putting something traumatic into music? Is that what the challenge was?
I was that, because it's like, that's my way of getting things out. But even like making it, I was just thinking, ooh, do you want to do this? But it's like, people like, as much as you may hear my music and I give off this happy side of me and I'm just bubbling like I'm dancing, doing pin drops and whatnot, I feel like being able to tap into that inner me and show my pain side on the track, and like when you're listening you're going, raw, this is crazy. I feel like it was a challenge for me, because it's like I wanted to do it, but then it was like, do I want to do it? And then it's like, you know what, bro, this is what the fans want to hear, innit? It's like, it's a different side to me, I guess, innit? So I feel like that was my biggest challenge, like actually going to the studio and making a song like that.
Yeah. But it's good to have that side to you though. Like you say, the fans want to hear it, but not only that, when an artist can do party tunes and then flip it completely and put a song like Pain out there, it shows like, you can do both. Do you know what I mean? It properly does show the talent really is there.
100%.
What video did you spend 100k on?
100k? What
you said in your hardest bars. What was the line now? 100k on a video.
No, 100k on my video as in views.
Okay, right.
I said 100k on my video. I know the pagans them hurting.
Yeah,
so it's like basically talking about raw, like they're starting to take me in now, like
right.
You know what I'm saying? 100k may not seem like a lot to other people, but to me it's like raw 100k, like they're taking me in now. They're listening, you know what I'm saying?
Now you've said that, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Because there's me, when I listen to that, I'm like, I like your videos, like the visuals are good.
Yeah.
But which one of these cost 100k? Like, who's spending that kind of money? Okay, that makes complete sense now.
Views.
I don't know why at the time, I don't know why I didn't think about it in terms of views. Must have money on my mind at the time. There we go. Okay, 100k.
Yeah.
So that when you reach that kind of milestone, is that a celebration for you even now?
Yeah.
Because that was a couple of years ago. The hardest was.
Yeah. I mean, now it's like cool. It's normal procedure now, I guess. But like when bottles get poppy at 100k, I remember I was on the block with a man. I'm like, what time was it? Probably like 4 in the morning.
Right.
Popping a champagne bottle on a block. Like, yo, thank you everyone that supported the track. Like, we've only just begun. And then yeah, so it's like 2018, like getting 100K in 2018 would have been like, yo, raw.
Yeah, it's different then.
Now.
It's like
yeah,
how it's like how when people get 1 million in a day.
Yeah,
today.
literally. That's what it was like to me. Like getting
Yeah,
a million views basically. 100K was like getting 1 million views to me. So it was definitely something I had to celebrate. So yeah.
Yeah.
But as of now, it's like it's something that I expect. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's normal.
I'm glad you didn't spend 100K on a video.
No.
Where the hell was that lawyer?
I feel like in today's, even this is something I'll say to artists, whether you've like, obviously if you've got the money to do it, then, do you know what I'm saying? Who am I to say no, innit? But I feel like in this day and age with all these TikToks and there's so many platforms you can use to just promote your music. Even a few thousand sometimes is maybe not even needed to film a video. Like, as long as you got a vision and you know what you want your video to look like, you can make it work, man.
Yeah.
There's people blowing up with £300 music videos and stuff like that. So
Facts.
You don't need to like trust me.
Look at Bobby Shmurda's song.
Yeah.
How big that anthem
that's
is
what I'm
now.
saying.
Like,
it's just a normal. It's probably one of his brethren with a camera and said, "Yo, let's shoot something." Boom, boom, bam.
Probably on the BlackBerry.
Yeah. So like my first music video was shot on an iPod.
On the iPod, yeah.
iPod, yeah. Just got my brother to film it for me. I can't remember what the app it was. An app that had like effects and stuff built in.
Right.
And you just tap on, like, you could be filming and you could click one effect and then switch it to another one, and then yeah, we just put it together, exported it to my iPod, and put it up to YouTube. So that's what I miss. That's the creativity I miss about music. The early days where like I was putting music out and I didn't even, before I even knew about Apple Music, Spotify and all these platforms, like just the whole feeling of making a song, waking up like, yo, let's film a video. Back at an iPod or phone or whatever and just put it out. That's the creativity I miss about music, obviously. But I feel like you do, in a sense, you kind of do need to get serious with it, because it's like there's so much more I've learned now. But back then, it's just the whole feeling of just waking up and like, yo, let's shoot a video today and just putting it out. No promo, no nothing. Like even getting 300 views was like 100K to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was crazy. Just putting music out, man, and the fans them enjoying it, not thinking anything of it. But obviously now, you know what I'm saying? It kind of makes you take it a bit more serious, but not too serious where it's the point where you don't enjoy it, but just to make sure your stuff's perfected and everything's in check. Yeah, man.
Why is the new EP called Mr. Toxic? What have you done?
The music, innit? What I'm saying, like on Idiot, I'm talking, she's on my phone every time he's not home, innit? Everyone's had a one toxic experience, do you know what I mean? So it was more of a thing of like, and obviously toxic is like it's a trend right now, innit?
Yeah,
like,
it's buzzword for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like every toxic is like probably one of the most trending words like right now. So it was like, you know what? And I think how it stemmed, because on Level Up, I said a bar, I was like, I don't do you love, I'm Mr. Toxic. And then I was thinking, brother, what am I gonna call this EP? And I just said, you know what, bun it, Toxic. And then the whole like EP is kind of themed around it. Like even with Idiot, Level Up, yeah, like you just gotta listen to it more or less in it to kind of understand why I called it that. But Level Up was the spark of calling it that. So yeah, it was just, and then obviously it's trending. Everyone's talking about it. I've had a toxic experience. I'm sure everyone else has, so everyone can relate in it. So yeah, man.
Is that what inspired this project then? The toxic experience.
It helps me to write and put my ideas into a tune, innit? So it's like you kind of. I mean, you don't necessarily. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The experience helped it a lot, because it's like, obviously you can make a song and just say something, but it's like when you're saying it and you're like, yo, and you can actually remember, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you take it in different. Yeah, it hits home more, innit? So yeah, man, the experience helped a lot in terms of writing, putting the songs together. So yeah, man, Mr. Toxic, man.
The Y1C project, was an incredible mixtape, like proper dope project, and obviously like it was received really well as well. Like I feel like it definitely made a buzz. Yeah. Following it up with this project, then did you feel under pressure?
No, man, I made this project in like a week.
I love how you just straight like, no, there's no pressure.
No,
like,
no pressure. Like,
so what, you made this one in a week or that one?
No, Mr. Toxic in a week.
Right.
This was more like kind of like a throwaway project, but not at the same time. I feel like it's where I've been so quiet for a minute. It's like cool. It's all good and well coming back with a single, but it's like the fans are gonna want more. They're always gonna want more. So I said, you know what? Let me just come back with an EP, keep them happy, and just keep the ball rolling from there. But yeah, no, this one was a breeze through. Just made it in a week quickly. You know what I'm saying? With the whole theme of Toxic as well, easy to make. Easy. It was a breeze through, man. Proper breeze through.
It's like a bit of a different sound for you. Because with like Idiot, with the first song that comes on, the first thing you're doing is singing.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect. Because of how AA sounded last year, and then Too Much, which Too Much I've got to say is my favourite song that you've dropped so far. Like,
you like that one?
Yeah, man. Cold song.
Bro.
I was kind of expecting something along those lines. So that when you started singing straight away, I was like, oh, okay, right. Yeah. Like pleasantly surprised.
But you know, it is double, like, cool. After like Bottles Get Popped, a lot of the stuff I was releasing was like melodic. So like, if we're going back to like Comfy, I'm not sure if you've heard that one, but Comfy, that's the more melodic side of me singing. So it's like, the singing thing has not been new to me. I've been doing it, but I feel like the first lockdown, I was given a lot of rap. So the people was like, raw, because obviously when I started, it was grime, which was rap, innit? The mad skippy flows and that. And then obviously, man had my breakthrough with Bottles Get Popped, which was like rap, but had a little bit of melodic to it as well. And then after that was Talk On Me, which was like more melodic in terms of the chorus and whatnot. So it was, man's been doing the melodic thing for a minute, but I feel like I kind of abandoned it for a moment. I didn't really go to it as such. Like, I was doing it on the drill tunes of like AAA, Diddy and that, but it was a little bit. So it was like, I feel like this project is more for like the fans that was with me from like early, like that know Rob, like there'll be fans that'll tell you what Romzy's been singing, like, do you know what I'm saying? There's fans that's happy I'm dropping this because there was like raw, like cool, like, you get me? They love the rap stuff, but really and truly, like songs like Sharp, the fans they'll be like, yo, when you gonna give us another tune like this? So I feel like this project, for the fans that love when I do the singy stuff, this one's gonna keep them happy, man. Yeah, because there's a bit of rap on, there's rap on it, there's melodic on it, but majority of it is me singing in it. So I must say, but for the fans that love the Sharp, the Talk On Me, all the melodic singy stuff that I do, they're gonna be like, what? I've been waiting for this Romzy to low back up again. So yeah, man, you gotta keep everyone happy in it. So
how do you describe yourself as an artist though?
Brother, to be real, I try to do everything. That's why it's so mad. As you said, like, man's got grime songs, man's got rap tunes, man. The man's got the pain stuff, the man's got the singy stuff. So it's like, with me, well, I'll just say versatile, man. Because it's like, I just like to experiment, innit? Like, you could show me a beat today that's completely different to what I'm doing. And if I like it, I'll dump on it and do my thing. So it's like, I also just say versatile, man. I just like to try new things and experiment. So.
Did the time that you spent in Jamaica have an effect on the music that you make, do you think? Because with Bottles Get Popped, for example, like two of the verses in that, or two of the parts of it, are two huge taken from two huge dancehall songs.
No, of course, because it's like even though I was out there and I was young, you get familiar with certain sounds, like instrumentals and certain things you hear. And obviously, every time you go to Jamaica, there's always one tune that's mashing up the place. There's always just one tune that's just ringing off. So it was like, yeah, man, you just get familiar with what you hear, innit? Because when you're out there, like, more or less you're hearing reggae, bashment, it's on rotation, do you know what I mean? So it's like, when you get back, it's like, raw, it's like, raw, I like this music now. Do you know what I'm saying? Forget the pop music. Obviously, that there was a side of me that still liked the pop music, but it was like, bro, when I'm fresh from yard, bashment is all I'm thinking about. Bashment, reggae, and you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, no, it definitely plays a part into how I perform on my music, innit? Because it's like, it's what I hear, innit? And it registers well, and so it's like, You get me? It just becomes normal. At first it's new, and then you're like, raw, like I actually like this, and then before you know it, I'm listening to it myself. Yeah, it's just knock-on effect, I guess, isn't it?
There's a couple features on the project. How do you pick who you work with?
I don't pick, man. If I vibe with you, I vibe with you, innit? Like that, the features on the tape, YV on Idiot and Mukas and JMR. With YV, we've been brethren for time, innit? So it was just more of a thing like, you were just in the booth, and then I just said, yo, let's make something. Because we hadn't made something since the last thing the people would have heard from us would have been Bust Down Chain. So I was like, yo, let's make something. But I was like to him, let's make something different. Because obviously Bust Down Chain was more wave.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, let's make something different. Like, well, both yardies, we thought, yo, let's put our culture together and do the mad thing. And then, yeah, man, I just drew him out, basically, more or less. I just said, yo, let's run with this. I got this rhythm. And then, yeah, from there, we just made a madness. I remember we was in the studio till like 6, 7 in the morning that day. So, yeah, I drew him out. And
sometimes they're the best sessions.
The best ones, man. And in terms of Mukas and JMR, Mukas was recording.
Right.
And then he was doing the tune, and then I jumped on his tune. We wrapped that up now, and then he was showing me some unreleased material that he had. And his brethren, JMR, was on it. And he's played it instantly. I've gone, yo, who's that? Like, who's my man? Like, he told me who he is. Rang him straight away. I said, yo, ring him. He's called him. He's picked up now. I said, bro, you need to come to the studio now. Like, we're here till early hours of the morning. Come down. He's booked his cab, come down. And quickly, we just banged out two tunes. And then one of them was Level Up.
Right, okay.
Yeah. When it comes to working, it's like, man, I don't care like if you're big, if you're not even known or nothing. If I vibe with you and I just like what you're doing and I see the passion, we can bang out tunes all day long. Like me and Mukas got a whole heap of rhythms locked away just from that first time linking up. Just cause of how I liked how he records and his passion for music and just him as a person, you know what I mean? So like obviously I know when it comes to doing projects, people would kind of often say like, oh, people kind of get someone on a project that will kind of benefit the project, but I don't care about all of that. If I like you as a person and I like your music and what you're doing, brother, let's work, let's connect. Like, I don't care about if you've got X amount of followers and X amount of views. Like, it don't matter about all of that. It's just vibes, isn't it?
Organic's sometimes the best way.
Yeah, man, organic. It feels better. Do you know what I mean? It just feels more better, innit? Because most of the time, if you're doing like features and whatnot, it's very rare you get to link up with the artist. You know what I mean? It's always like an email thing or whatever. But where it was all in-house, everyone was linked up. The best, organic, natural. You get more than that way as well.
I feel like No Stress is the summer banger.
I think Idiot, might ring up.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, because I previewed it on my Instagram in January, and they was going crazy for that one. Even till now, they was asking me, yo, when's that tune coming up? But I hear you, No Stress, because that's the type of feeling I wanted it to have, like summertime, you're cruising through, drop top, whatever, tune. But it just, no stress in it. Everyone wants to live a no stress life, innit? So, and obviously with the whole COVID situation going on, like, it just relates to the situation more, innit? So, I hear you, but I feel like Idiot's gonna do his thing.
Do you listen to what's going on around you and in terms of like what's happening in the scene before you step in and record stuff, or do you literally just whatever mood you're in, that's what gets made?
Whatever mood, but as of recently, I've been just listening, like before I record, I've been listening to like some Summer Walker, Scissor.
Okay. Just
relaxing music, man. Sometimes, obviously, depends on what type of song I'm making. If I'm trying to make a mad mosh pit type tune, then I'm slapping on some drill or some mad trap music. But where I've been making a lot of melodic stuff, I've just been listening to like Summer Walker and Scissor.
Right, okay.
What? Them lot get me my feelings, blood. Yeah, man.
It's interesting to see all the different places that you're getting your inspiration from.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I feel like my ears for music is crazy. Like, I gotta big up my mum, because my mum is like, she listens to bare different rhythms. There'll be times she's playing on a song, I'm like, right, mum, what song is this? Or I'll Shazam it on the sly, and then like a couple days later, I'm banging it on my speakers in the studio. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, my mum's got a part to play in terms of the music I listen to, because from young, she's always like, she's been running like Sunday, running the rhythms, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I get it from my mum more time. She's just like, there's always songs she's playing, I'm shazamming. And we're like, even just hearing it so many times, there'll be times when my mum's banging a tune and then I will say a line and my mum's spinning like, raw, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, now big up mummy, car. Yeah, no, she made sure that man knows my music from early. So yeah, no, I got big up mumsy, man.
You could be a DJ, bruv. Start coming from my
you
job.
know what? You know a DJ, innit?
Nah, don't do that.
I swear down. Bro, there's so much stuff that I do, yeah. People will be like, what? Like, man, even down to artwork. I do artwork myself. Like even logos and stuff, I do it myself. But DJing, yeah, that was one of my first, like, even when music was kind of doing this thing. Like, man used to DJ at parties and that when I was younger. Yeah, but even till now, virtual DJ. But man moved over to Serato, but virtual DJ was my first love still. My first love.
The Pinky Promise.
Yeah.
I'm about to freestyle this whole shit.
Yeah.
Did you make that track up on the spot?
Freestyle. I didn't write nothing. I was just waved at home, recording, like, found the beat on YouTube. But the way I would do it, I would record like 4 bar, and then just done it like that. And yeah.
How come AA and Too Much on this project? Because they came like, in fact, you dropped more than, how many did you drop last year?
Diddy, then AAA, BYT, and Too Much. Yeah, like four songs. Yeah, 4 songs.
Why were they not then on this one?
I feel like it was just kind of different to the sound I was going for. You know what I mean? Like, I would have loved to put them on the EP, but maybe if the title was different or something like that, then I probably would have put them on there as like bonus tracks or something.
So because you made this as like a concept.
Yeah, and it was totally different from all that other stuff I was doing. So I just thought, you know what? Let me just leave them as singles.
Did those songs perform how you wanted them to? Because obviously you're not able to get out in the clubs and do it, so you're just stuck looking at streaming stats.
Like
really.
AA done this thing, you know. I can't even lie. But do you know why? Do you know what? To me, why I would say they've kind of done their thing, because like all them songs I've made at home, so I've seen a process as recording it at home, then getting it mixed and mastered, and then seeing it come out, and it's like raw. Like a song I've made in my yard has nearly got 200,000 views or 200,000 streams. Like, it's crazy. So to me, it's like, because this is like my first experience like being independent, like obviously not with a label, nothing. So it's like, to see that raw song I've made in my yard that probably took me like probably just under 2 hours, and then putting it out, just a quick video, boom boom bam on GRM, and then it running up to like nearly 200,000 views. Is like raw. Like, this is crazy. So I feel like, to me, it's the little things, innit? I feel like when you're independent, it's more the little things, man. Like, even just, who was it? I remember one time I was just chilling in my yard, and then someone sent me a video of Maya Jama actually in her yard skanking to Diddy.
Right.
But it's so, because to me it's like raw, a song I've made in my yard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me it's just crazy, innit? So yeah, man. To me, it's done its thing, innit? Yeah. Still got a long way to go, but for what it's done now, I'm alright with.
Yeah. But it's like you say, the fact that you've made that in your house.
Yeah.
And then it's actually out there, and you've got other people busting it and dancing to it and showing it love.
It's mad. Like, you see people taking it in, it's like, raw, boy.
So you're an independent artist now. Yeah. And but like we said earlier, you signed to, was it Warner?
Yeah, Parlophone, that's it. So that was when Bottles Get Popped dropped, and now you're independent. You've almost done it like the reverse way around to how a lot of other artists do it. Yeah. Because they spend like their late teens putting in all the independent work, and then they reach 20 and then sign. But you've done it the other way around. Yeah. How have you found the process now, doing everything independently? Obviously, with a major, like, there's more things in place. Everything's kind of more scheduled, innit? You know what I mean? Like, everything's in place. Whereas, like, being independent, I can make a song today and be like, you know what, bun this, I'm gonna slap this out next week, or put it out 3 days after. So it's like, and obviously with a major playlist and that, just easy, like, you know, you're guaranteed to get a new music Friday and all these big playlists, because obviously there's such a big backing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like being independent more, the process is a bit more longer, I guess. But once you hit it right, it's gonna feel great. But you know, being independent, the reason why I like it, because it's the whole thing of like being able to put music out when you want, in it, and the whole feeling of making a tune today and like, you know what, I might just drop this on Thursday.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With a label, you can do that, but sometimes you gotta go through a mad process. You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, it's not as easy.
Yeah.
As
Plus, it depends who else is dropping from the label that week.
Yeah, you know
like,
what
they
I'm
might
saying?
have 6 other artists
so
coming out
like,
this month, so
yeah, man,
they can't focus on you.
100%. So it's like, I feel like being independent is just the whole. I feel like I'm back to the Romzy I was before, in terms of just making music and just putting it out. That's what got me in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Just slapping me, even if it was SoundCloud or audio on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just recording, and just slapping it out, man. So yeah, this is like my first independent project. So I'm very, very happy to see how this one performs.
So I was going to ask, like, have you been independent long enough to know which you prefer, or is it still like quite early days?
Yeah,
for
no,
you,
it's
like?
still early days, man. Because I ain't really put out a lot. So yeah, it's still early days, man.
I'll ask you again in a year's time.
Yeah. Still early days.
14-year-old Romzy, the goal for you was to get to the Mobos.
Yeah.
What's your goals now?
Independently, I just want to do the mad thing, like numbers. Obviously, the whole label thing, like sign a mini me. You know what I'm saying? Like sign some hot talent in my ends.
So do your own label, you mean?
Yeah, do my own label, like sign artists. I want to learn how to produce. That's one thing I want to learn.
Okay.
Like, I want to definitely learn how to produce, because I can mix and master myself, but I just can't produce. I want like world tours. Like, I just want like I just want to be known everywhere. Like, you go India and someone saying, "Yeah, I know Romzy, I know this tune." Like, I want to just tap into a whole different audience and just smash it and do the mad thing. But yeah, no, like my number one thing is just performing, innit? Touring, just travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? But through work.
Yeah.
As much as I want to get away, and yeah, I just want to travel through work and meet different people and network and rah and all of these things.
So now that the tape's out and it's going to be doing numbers,
Yes, my guy.
what's the next plan? What's the next move?
Just banging them out, man. Just banging them out. Like,
More music.
I want to keep the momentum going, innit? I just want to just keep recording, eventually get to the important tracks.
Yeah.
But as of now, yeah, just keep recording, man. Like, even like now, I'm trying to work on another project. You know what I mean? Don't waste no time. This one's done, cool. Next one. You know what I'm saying? 10 steps ahead, man. No point of just like, cool, this is that. Let me kick back. Nah, the work's still got to run. So yeah, I'm just trying to just get back to how I was before, in terms of just getting my music out in it and just not really holding back. So yeah, man, I'm just keep flooding them till they're like, raw, my man's mashing up the thing right now. Yeah, so just flood the streets with a whole heap of music.
Sick. Well, the new project's sick, bro.
Thank
I
you,
got to
my
say,
brother,
like, I enjoyed it.
Thank you, my
definitely.
brother.
So I'm looking forward to hearing all this other stuff you got locked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for you to spin it as well when outside opens up again.
You already
Shelling
know,
up
bro.
the places, man.
Yes, as soon as life's back to normal,
Trust me.
and we'll get that more music. But yeah, bro, thanks for sitting down with me, man. Like, it's been a pleasure.
No, thank you for your time, my bro, man. Trust me, this one was just gonna be a special one. Many more to come as well.
Yeah.
My broski.